So we'll try to get another video, and it's always hard in the mornings because I don't have the shade because it's going uphill. So even the trees only block so long before the sun peeks out and overheats the pivopod or the camera. And but we'll get a little ride in. I don't know how much. We already got some just light warm-up stuff in and some tarp work while we were kind of talking, and take a little ride. We haven't done much life exercise. And see, the last ride, she just went to walk off. She fell back to me nice. Let's see if we can get over here. And I got kind of in that habit. I got in a talk on the last video, and yeah, I spent some time, but she went to walk off right away. Well, this time she didn't walk off before I asked, but I asked pretty quick, so she didn't have much time to sit. So it's only because I just talked about it before that I want to kind of do it again and not ride off. I want to get on, and sometimes it's about being aware of being aware. And if we don't pay attention, if I hadn't done that video, I probably wouldn't have thought twice. So I'm not picking on anybody that rides off. And then a lot of times we'll back up, so I might just do something different because I'm aware that I just rode off, and we'll see it's a little tight here, but she can kind of collect her neck up there a little bit, gather it up, and bend both ways a little bit, and we'll just see. And again, maybe this time, rather than ride her forward and off, might rock her back on her hind feet, and when this right leg comes off the ground, bring her front quarters. Something that I can do different to get her to think so that we can get together. And not get in a pattern where it's a feel following a feel. And if it's not good, that's okay. At least it's working at it. But I might be like, well, I'm going to go work on front quarters to the right because it wasn't very good there. But it wasn't great to me, but it wasn't bad either. It wasn't something where I'd need to take a project. So we kind of did some softening and suppling things. We'll continue to work on that. Her following that feel, I helped a little bit with the rein, but the roundness from the tip of her nose to the tip of her tail is good. She's reaching, well, she was reaching right with her right front leg. There you go. We'll change. There, she shifted her rib cage nice. Good, and she's following that bend. So we'll just liven up. The warm-up kind of flexing, following a feel, but when I open my legs here, there's nothing, see? So I'm going to have to come in and maybe pretty firm, and she's like, hey, how rude. And I get it. So why don't you just listen to that? And you have the choice, and that's good. Now her mind's kind of out ahead, so I'm going to work on softening, but if she's not going to soften back, I'm going to do a half circle here. Because I want her there. I want her out there. See, she's out there again. So I'm going to bend her and say, hey, think over here. And think back to me. But keep trotting there. I want to take her somewhere. I don't want her kind of making plans to take me somewhere. If she takes me somewhere, if she starts, I'm going to exaggerate this, but fading to the right here, then I'm going to go left pretty sharp. And again, you have a hind quarter and a front quarter. But if we can go together there, if she's got some desire, but if she takes over and goes too fast, I'm going to stop her and back her up. Because I don't want her dragging me there. She transitioned up nicely. Good. And we'll see if she slows down this time. Good. So every excuse to speed up is an excuse to slow down. There, good. Thought a little tighter left, and she found that feel. Now I want the rib cage to switch. It's trying, but I'm going to have to help it a little bit. There. Good. Now come through the turn. Good. And we'll liven up. Good. So it didn't take her too many times. It might change. this time, but if you've been following Tess here, you'll see that some days, I know a lot of the days the camera wasn't working, I guess, too, but some days it takes her a few times to kind of warm up there and come off that leg. Don't get stuck, just get soft. I'm not pulling back on you. I'm not sitting down. If I wanted to stop, I'd push my butt to the ground there. Good. Now you gotta go. Liven up. See? It'll come back up. Just like, oh, I thought we could check out. Good. The slow down worked good. She didn't push through. Good. We'll see if we can take her up to the canter there. Good. And she's loping good, but she's not quite there. Quite soft. She's pushing on my hand. And it takes 5 or 6 strides there. There. That had a little more feel to it. Good. We'll see if we can hold it a couple strides and then we'll release her. Now, she's thinking a little bit, which is great, about the flying changes we did last time. But again, I don't want her anticipating there, so I'm going to stay in the same circle for a while. Good. Good. And we'll slow her down. Again, she's thinking back to us. Good. And we're going to counter canter there a little bit down the straightaway. Good. We'll see if we can hold that. I'm holding my right leg on her a little bit. We'll make that corner, and then we'll slow down. Now she braced there. So we found a little rusty hinge to work on. Again, I love flying changes, but I don't want to drill on them. I want them to work at it and follow a feel. So we'll counter. We'll see if we can make this turn, hold our left lead, good, and come down. Better, not great. Progress, not perfection. We'll give her just a little bit of a break though, because it was better. Now, I don't want to keep drilling on it. I don't want her crooked there. It's a place in the middle. Good. Don't cut in, see? Nobody asked you to step over there. That shoulder just came. My outside leg came on, but she pushed through. There we go. My rein. I just wanted her haunches to step over there. Prepare, good, for that canter. Good. Truly. Good. We'll see how she is slowing down on the true lead. We'll get her soft. There. And I'd like to see her get prepared a little quicker. Again, don't rush. You rush off without me, you got to come back and pick me up. Good, we'll liven up. That was nice. She thought about cantering. I'm not cantering. Honest mistake there. Soft. There's haunches left. Good. We'll pick up that left lead. Good. We'll come around. Another downward transition. She pushes and gets heavy on her front end there in that downward transition. We'll collect her up and don't push through there. See, there's a way she can kind of find that and balance on her feet. Canter, walk, good. Don't think of just trotting, canter, not trot, but she didn't push on my hands, so I didn't take a whole canter. See if she's wanting to bulge out here. Canter. Good. We'll kind of shorten that circle and see if she can settle a little more with her haunches underneath her. Good. Her hit, for those of you that don't know. So she has 4 legs, and we're trying to balance those feet. And if she's getting strung out there, we need to get her hind legs up under her a little more so that she can slow down uphill. Good. Now, we'll go left. Liven up. Haunches right. Good. Keep walking though. No. Walking. Haunches right. Good. Right lead. Good. Oh, not change. Nice try. Right lead. Come on. Hold right lead. Come around the corner. Hold right lead. Come around the corner. Good. She's trying. I'm going to let her work at it there. Good. So when they're trying, I don't want to just take over, but when they're trying to take over, I come first. But as long as they're working at it, I'll allow that horse to work at it there a little bit. Nice long stretch march. Good. Haunches left, not the shoulder though. Not the shoulder. There you go. Keep walking. Left lead. Good. Gather up. Get your hind underneath you. There you go. Whoop. Make her work going forward this time rather than bracing into my hands. There's a place in the middle. No. Left lead. No. You can go forward and get soft. There you go. Rather than getting hollow. There. Get forward and get soft. There you go. Don't quit. Good. Good. Keep forward and get soft. There. Right lead. Good. Get your feet underneath you. There. There. Good. We'll release on that one. Shouldn't speed up. I don't want you to speed up when I release. It just means balance up. Good. No. This time I heard left legs on you. That means counter, canter. Good. Stay forward and get soft. Good. And I'll give you a break. Nice turn. Off to your left. You're a little off. I'll fix. There you go. And release. Good. Now I'm going to come around so you can see and bank right. Good. She's following that feel there. I'm going to come around the pole, past the pole. There's a spot out here. And then we'll change our legs. Good. Just a little too far there. Nice try though. So it's nice when I get a little too much. That means I can do less. I'm always would prefer to do less and not more and not have to get after him there. Now again, stay forward. Stay forward. We're not going to stop and let you get hollow. I'm not going to let you stop and get hollow. You can keep walking there. You can keep walking there. If you stop and start to push on me, I'm going to go forward again. There. And you soften into the stop. It's It's not just a pull, because pretty soon sometimes they'll just brace and shove because we pulled. So they need to stay forward in that, and if they brace, you should go forward. But if they're dragging me, then I'm going to stop. You're not going to drag me. But otherwise, you need to get your hind end up under you and get forward, and not hollow and stretched out there, bracing for the stop. So if you pull too much and go back too much, pretty soon they'll start bracing. They're not dragging you. They're bracing because they want to stop faster. So it's finding that happy place in the middle. Much, again, like life. Not trying to do too much, not trying to be too little. But just find that place where peace is, where joy is.